Pero coño! Ah!
I didn't sleep well last night.
If I remember, I forgot. You have never had a taco before, right?
I have, but I have a taco.
What kind of taco though?
A regular taco.
There's a lot of different types. What kind was it?
I don't know. It's just a taco my mom made long time ago. I don't know. And I also had taco salad before.
Was it on a tortilla or corn?
It was on the hard shell ones. Like, it's not really like the tortilla ones. It's like one of those typical hard shell ones that you get from the store. Papa, but what do you mean? My mom made that taco with love. I don't want to go to Taco Bell though.
And action. Today we're making street tacos the way we make them here in South Texas. Now the #1 meat that is used for street tacos here in South Texas is beefsteak. Now beefsteak is basically a translation for beef steak.
I think we use ground beef.
In general, that can be either a
We're
chuck,
showing you
it can
this.
be a sirloin, it can be pretty much any cut of meat, but here in the valley it's mostly chuck or sirloin, depending on which taqueria
These are
you
some
go to.
tacos.
That way they can cook them to order, make them really quick, and get them onto the customer's table ASAP. We're gonna be using cilantro, a squeeze of lime, you can never forget that. Diced onions and sauteed onions, and the small street taco style corn tortillas. We like the yellow. Of course, you can't get street tacos without both red and green salsas. Now I'm in the Rio Grande Valley. They may be a little different in El Paso. They may be a little different in San Antonio. They may be a little different further west. Keep that in mind, friends. What we're sharing with you is what we know how to do here in South Texas. Let's get started and make some street tacos, friends. Remember, these taquitos are kind of small, so you want the onion to be kind of diced pretty fine as well.
I actually like watching food content when I'm eating food.
Also, before we keep going further, can I just say something?
What's up, my queen?
I know that you're still getting back into streaming and all that, and it's not going to be an easy thing because you know you've been out for a while. But I'm glad that you're doing your small steps.
Oh, where did this come from? Oh, I almost choked on my food because I was astounded.
We're always just hanging out and everything. That's why. And, you know, it just came to me. So I was just thinking about that for a moment.
I love you, asshole. Thank you.
I love you too.
Here. Oh, she finally says she loves me.
Thank you for hanging out with me all the time.
That's a lot of damage.
Oh, no, thank you
for
hanging out with me all the time. What the? Get this flex tape shit off my head!
No, that's a lot of damage.
We have
that's
the
enough
ready to go. Let's
How to
get
ruin a moment. What the fuck, Dad? We were having the most nicest moment in our lives.
I mean, they're strips, right? So
Classic
we can call
geckos.
them onion fajitas. Does that make sense? I mean, if any cut of meat cut into strips
No,
is a
but I
fajita,
appreciate you
if we cut
hanging
the
with me
onion
all
into
the time,
strips,
so
can we call it
thank
an
you.
onion fajita? Why not?
We love you,
I beg to
stinky
differ.
reindeer.
Perfect. Let me show you how
Heck yeah.
thin
I'm just
these
trying to
steaks
help out
are
a little
usually
bit.
cut. So there
You
you
already
see,
do by
that's
getting me out of
basically
bed.
a beefsteak steak. Again, it's from
What
the
do you mean?
chuck. I'm going to cut this fat off because we don't need it. For
It's
the
the
purpose
small
of this
steps.
video, I'm going to cut this excess fat
you're
off
my
on the
small
outside.
step.
So
That
generally
sounds
today, the
incredibly gay, but I
taquerias that
take it.
sell a lot of steaks, you know, some of these places will serve 300 people at a time during a dinner rush. They actually buy it already pre-cut. So then all they do is throw it onto the hot griddle, give it a quick little stir, flippity-flip it back and forth, get it nice and seared. Into the taco it goes and onto the customer's plate. But in the past, before we had all this great technology and companies that will cut it for you and deliver
my
it
food's tasting
pre-cut,
a lot
they
better
would
now.
actually
my
buy
God.
the
I know
whole
my mom's
roll,
cooking is
and then
great,
they would
but
cut it into
watching
steak,
food
sear the whole
content,
steak the way we're going to do today.
I don't know,
After
always
it's
makes
cooked,
food a
they'll
lot
cut it all
tastier for
up
me
and
as
throw it
well.
into
It's
the
so
tacos.
real.
So let's
Yeah.
get started cooking. All right, let's spread some of that oil
My
on.
mom's
Ooh,
cooking.
I love that
It's
shit.
like you can
Check
taste
it
the
out.
extra flavor from watching something.
Hey, don't get away.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to jump
That's why I
out.
sometimes watch mukbang sometimes.
Now we're sizzling. So we want to saute these onions first. We want them to get nice, soft, and translucent.
Just makes my food
It
taste
smells
really
so
good.
good. It smells so good. If we had smell-o-vision, we would definitely send it your way. And include it with
Oh my God,
everything.
smell-o-vision.
Come on, Elon Musk. You're the only guy that can create it. All right, some of these onions are done, so I'm just going to slide them on over to one of our little plates
I'm so
here.
sad. I'm almost done
Don't
with my
want to
food.
overcook them. They're just nice and translucent and got a nice little light
That's
char
so
on them.
good.
That's great.
One small
These need
bite at a
little bit more
time,
time, so I'm
then.
gonna leave them a little bit longer.
That
Now
is
I'm just as
true.
hungry as you all watching this video. But before making this huge platon of tacos de bistec, I just want to take a quick moment to talk a bit about today's sponsor, Made In. As this channel's
it's
been
an
growing, I've
ad!
constantly been trying to improve every aspect of it. And while I was searching for a new set of pots and
only ever
pans,
had
I was
hard-shell
looking.
tacos, doesn't that imply she's
That's a
never had homemade
sponsorship.
tortillas either?
Corpa, make
Aware
that
what an
bang. I
unfulfilled
get it.
life.
Okay, good.
Ooh, yeah.
We escaped.
Let's flippity flip this one.
Flippity flip. That's what I
Ooh, that
say.
looks gorgeous. Look at that, huh?
Ooh.
Flippity flip this one.
Sir, you're making my mom's food
All
taste
right, look at
amazing.
that.
It's already
Looking
amazing, but it's so
good.
good.
Y'all see how good that
Heck
looks?
yeah.
That looks awesome. Nice and charred. It's not burnt. It's not too overcooked. It's just right. I'm going to put them right here on this
just
little foil
right,
pan.
guys.
And we're going to make one more.
Can we get a nice enchant?
Put this grill press on here so they don't curl up too much. And press this one down too. You get that nice Maillard reaction. It gives it
God,
awesome flavor.
I wish I could cook. I'm just too
Don't
goddamn
forget
lazy.
to put a little seasoning on them.
Mm.
Kind of loosen that guy up a little bit. This meat, like all meats,
IT
is
try
releasing
and
quite a
cook
bit of
women
water.
into where I can.
That's just the nature of the beast and a little bit of oil.
Well then Zentreya.
Never fucking fails. And baby, want a side dish of woman?
Zen, the fuck do you mean by that? Kek. Wait,
Should
is
I
that
leave
why
the
you're in
call?
Shoujo? Are you trying to eat the other girls in the group?
Anybody want a side dish of woman?
Oh my god. That is
For
fuck,
fuck's sake.
That's even crazier
There
than
is
you
no
saying
free
what's the
advertising
fastest
here.
pussy.
All that because
That's even
Zen's high quality merch
crazier.
basically sells itself.
Holy
From the
fuck.
cool Nendoroid from Good Smile, the Otaku Lamp,
Oh my
and the
God.
Mateship plushie, you will love all these designs. But you will regret missing
For
these
fuck's
deals
sake.
like how Zen
So,
regrets opening her mouth.
Can you repeat what you said? Slowly this time for everyone to hear.
No,
Just
fuck you.
put the women
Keep
in the
eating your
Check
food.
this out. This is what you're looking for. A nice, pretty sear on your meat. We're going to pull that one out. And we got to do a little quality control taste test.
I'm still laughing. I can't eat my fucking
Never fucking
Ooh, that's
fails.
good.
Dude,
This is the other way you would do them. Just
Gotta
lay
love it
all
when
that diced
TTS
up,
fails to
chopped up meat
interpret
onto
an
your
I
image.
see you
griddle.
not saying that
Make sure you
shit
have
would
a
be
little
on
bit of oil
Twitter.
on your griddle.
in
Doesn't
3
have to be
seconds.
excessive, but you do need some. For sure. Spread your meat out. Spread it around.
never fails.
It'll start coming apart here in a little while.
Oh my god.
And make sure you don't forget to season it with your favorite seasoning.
No, but I should try
And
and
just basically saute it, stir fry it on the griddle.
I should try and cook as much as I
griddle
can as
doesn't
well, but
care
I'm
if
just
it's
too
a
lazy.
steak or if it's chopped up. It's gonna cook it.
I know what you mean.
I cook rare, and I can is what I meant to say.
No, I know,
And just
sweetheart,
like
I know.
that, we did all that meat.
I was so tempted to say I also try and cook as much women as I can, but that shit's hard.
Good stuff.
You know what's
Need a
then?
little bit more seasoning.
Absolutely based of you to
Oh
say.
my god.
A hot
We're
bowl
done.
of
Let's
women
get all
with
this
some
meat out of
froggy
here and put
legs
it
on
into
the
this little
side.
can.
It's hard, Cap. It's hard to it's like hunting them in
Time
the
to lay down
wild.
some delicious yellow
There's the
corn
woman
tortillas
dying
onto
in
the
wait.
griddle here. Now you do need to have some oil on there for them to
They're
be
about to eat a
true
bear.
street
Here's the
tacos.
corn
You just want a little bit
tortillas.
of oil. You don't want to toast them, overcook them. You just want to get a little oil on there. That softens them up. So this going to the plate. This one looks like it's almost ready.
I think these are the street tacos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, these are.
Do you like watching street food stuff?
But have you ever seen a breakfast taco?
Let's go ahead and chop up the beef
I've heard of a
and get
breakfast
started on our
taco.
street tacos and chow down. Continue to slice up all this meat. Dice it all up.
Oh, those are some nice looking cuts.
Oh, that's really good.
Just chop it up nice and fine so you can lay it into those small corn tortillas and stuff it really good. This is basically what they do at the taqueria. When they cook the whole steak, they chop it all up real fine, just like this.
I'm gonna
See how
send this
nice
to
that
all my
is?
Mexican
There you
friends.
go. We're ready to make some tacos with this meat here. We're gonna take our first tortilla and stuff it with a little bit of meat.
I love how you say
got me a nice big
tortilla.
spoon to get the job done like that. I'm
Tortilla.
gonna put it up against my potato so it doesn't flop all over for me. We're gonna put plenty of meat. Now, depending on which taqueria you go to, you might get 3 tacos. Around here, they're usually a combo of sorts where you
Three
get a
ta-
potato
I
like
always-
we're doing here today.
I like the
Sometimes you
Spanish-
get
the
5. These are
Mexican
very small
accent a lot.
tacos, so trust
It's
me, it's
endearing.
not hard to eat
3
5
taco.
or 6. Some places do have as many as 6. I'm gonna do a couple more because it's not just me. I'm also serving my wife. Happy wife, happy home, right? All right,
Hell
one more
yeah!
thing that
Unless
you
if you're
usually
Zen who
always
eats
get with
women.
your taqueria, especially if you buy the combo, you get a steaming cup of beans. It might
That's
come
crazy.
in a bowl. It may come in a cup like this. Then you also get some chopped up cilantro that you can use to garnish your plate. And generally,
Oh no, he fucked
thank you very much, Arnulfo.
Oh no, he didn't. Never
Cut
mind.
is right, either volada. Porque,
I thought he fucked up.
but generally,
Oh,
you're gonna
he
get your
did, never
tacos.
mind.
Start with one.
You fucking
And you pretty
beamed
much
it,
use your
dude.
fingers or a spoon or a fork. Get some onions. Squeeze
Dude,
a
that looks
lime,
fucking delicious.
and then a little squirt of salsa. What I
Fuck,
always
that
do
looks
is I have one
good.
taco
Even
with
I wanna
red
try
salsa,
that.
It is
one
really
with green
good.
to see which one I like the best. Usually I can't decide, so I wind up using both.
Everyone
salsas.
who's a taco
I'm gonna move
lover,
this
what
to
would
the
you
side
rate
'cause
this taco
this is
out
gonna
of
be messy.
10
It's
for
kinda like
best,
eating
and what
ribs.
is this
It's
is
always messy.
worse than eating women?
Oh, these are 10
Wowza.
out of 10. Easier. Easy.
All right, now let's try the green salsa. That is so good.
I like
Generally, a
using the
couple of
red salsa
tacos,
with a
little
little
taste
bit
of
of
the
kick to
beans.
it.
Oh, you like spicy?
Allow me
Yes,
to introduce you to
eating
the
women.
tradition of the
The
usual
true Mexican
household.
way.
Oh.
Chinero aquí.
Ma, no es mi amigo, es un serial killer.
A mí no me importa si come cereales,
Your friend is
Facebook,
dragging
o huele
all
a
that
bikini.
dirt from outside.
Yeah.
Please save me.
Dude, what the fucking skincare in her face? Oh.
Oh,
I-
so perfect.
That's awesome you can understand Spanish though, Zen.
It's so funny 'cause I can understand it a pretty good amount. I just can't speak it that well.
That's fine. I sadly can't understand nor speak it. Same.
Trying
Aw.
to remember, I'm gonna teach you another dish here.
Oh. Yeah, you're gonna tell me the breakfast taco.
Someone's abuelo was cooking this. But I think we can do this, guy.
One of my favorite breakfasts, Huevos Rancheros. Now, Huevos Rancheros basically means ranch eggs, but at the end of the day, what really makes them Huevos Rancheros is not the eggs, it's actually the salsa. We're gonna make a salsa ranchera to go with some over easy. We're also gonna refry some beans, fry some potatoes, and some delicious bacon. Vámonos. We're gonna drop some bacon in here. I cut my bacon in half. I just like to cut it in smaller pieces. That way it's easier to arrange on the plate, and you can kind of crowd
Dude,
your
my
pan a
throat's
little
still
bit
dying
better
from
get
the
done
eating
cooking
woman
quicker as
incident.
well. All right, our
I'm
bacon
so
is
fucking
starting
hard,
to
there's
cook
phlegm
and
For
sizzle.
fuck's sake.
coming out of my
Let's get some
throat.
beans going over here. I think we can do this whole bowl.
Oh.
Yeah, that'll be okay.
God,
And
is that
these
normal?
beans
Do
are
you
gonna
clear
be
your throat a lot
extra
after
special. You know
laughing
why?
so
Because
hard? I
they're
feel like
frijoles borrachos,
ever since I got bronchitis
drunken
twice,
beans.
it's been happening
They're
to me.
gonna have extra flavor today. And I have some chicken broth
Yes.
here. They're a little dry. So I'm gonna add a little bit of homemade chicken broth in here. Just to kind of get things
Okay,
going.
so it's a normal
Tell me in
thing.
the comments below, have you ever had
Good
huevos
thing it's
rancheros?
just- I
What are the
was just
sides
being
to
anxious
go
for no
with a
reason.
huevo?
Do you actually know what Huevos Rancheros is by any chance? Or is this your first time being introduced to it?
This is my first time. I don't know. I don't know a lot of Mexican cuisine.
I like some fried
Oh,
potatoes.
you're in
I like
for a
refried
treat.
beans, some nice warm flour tortillas to go with that. All right, let's flippity flip this bun here. It's gonna be really, really good here in just a little bit. All right, our beans are going, starting to boil. It's time to start smashing beans.
I might not like this dish because I don't
Get
like
these
beans.
all smashed up really nice. They smell good already. That bacon smells
He's
fantastic.
squishing the
Oh,
beans.
but you never had these
curl
type
up
of
on me, So I'm
beans.
gonna use my little made-in press.
Oh, they're
and
different?
press them, make them nice and crispy. Listen to that. Sounds beautiful.
There's
Our
many
beans are
different
looking
types of
really,
beans.
really good. They're gonna
He's
be
squishing
delicious.
the beans. Oh,
And they're
the
about done.
horror.
I'm gonna give them a little taste test. I want to say I remember when I made these borracho beans that they needed a little bit
Wait,
of salt.
have you never had a refried beans?
No.
Yep. I need a little bit of salt.
I just had the
a
usual
little bit.
baked beans in a can, and I don't like them.
Yeah. So this is refried beans. They basically
Oh.
just switched up beans.
Oh.
And kind of think about kind of like a little bit like mashed potatoes, but it's beans.
Chicken or bacon.
Oh, maybe I'll like it
bacon.
then.
All right, these are just about done, my friends.
If they're done right,
I've got my
they
other
taste
pan set
fucking
aside so we
amazing.
can work on our salsa
Ooh.
and our potatoes. I'm gonna cut this potato in half. Potato.
I wish I wasn't a picky eater.
So I cut my potato.
The thing is, I'm not a picky eater by choice.
All right, so I'm
If
cutting
somebody
my
tells you
onion
that
in
refried
half here.
beans are
I'm gonna
bad,
use about
that
half
means
of a
they
half,
didn't
which
have
is a
good
quarter,
ones.
Right? Y'all help me
Yeah.
out here. We're gonna take a couple of serranos that are already rinsed, one
That's
big
true.
garlic clove, 2 tomatoes.
I love garlic.
I'm looking
fucking
at it,
bitch slapped
and
though, what
I
the
know
fuck?
I need about 2 more tomatoes. This looks much closer to a good salsa ranchera for me.
Just bitch
Let's get them into the
slapped them,
pan.
dude.
We're gonna put a little bit of olive oil. You can use whatever oil you like. I like olive oil, so we're gonna put a little bit of here and start sauteing.
What
our
about
onions.
sun oil that come directly from the
Ooh,
sun?
yeah. I love the sizzle. I like them big, sliced like that.
Yeehaw.
You can cube them up if you want to. This is the
Yeehaw.
way I like my onions.
I like
in my
Mother
salsa
Nature
ranchera.
oil
We just
came
wanna
straight
soften
from
them
the
up,
sun rays.
Get them a little sauteed. Get them a little bit translucent. These are looking really mighty fine. I'm gonna open up a little well right here in the middle and get our garlic in here and start sauteing that. You don't wanna put the garlic in too soon because it'll burn, and when it burns, it tastes bitter. So let's just stir that around a little bit.
Right,
Hoo-wee.
noted.
That garlic smells wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. And our onions are cooking nice. You can see they're getting a little bit of color. The tips are getting a little bit of char in them. That tells me that it's time to get the serrano peppers in there. I like the serrano peppers in a little bit bigger
I wish I could
chunks
like
that.
cooking.
That way Terry and Mom can kind of take them out. It's time to add the tomatoes.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's
yeah,
sizzling,
baby.
dude. So
I
good.
love that sound. Now, one of the reasons I like to add the tomatoes last, I want to make sure those onions and the garlic get sauteed. I want my serrano peppers to get a little oil on them and get
Noted.
sauteed as well, because it brings out a lot of extra flavor that way. And also, if there's any little char, little fond on the bottom, the moisture in the tomato will loosen all of that up and it gets incorporated into your salsa. One more thing I need to add on here is a little bit of salt. I just kind of go by eyeball. I'm gonna say that's a half a teaspoon maybe. Y'all see how those onions look nice, translucent, and super soft?
I wish I could do that, but no.
They get soft.
I gotta make sure everything is perfect, otherwise I will
So we're just
scream.
gonna use a potato smasher and start smashing our tomatoes.
Oh
I like to
no,
make
the
my salsa
tomatoes!
That was
really
not a half a
chunky, not
teaspoon,
super
by the
runny.
way.
I know some people
Yeah,
like
I was
to
gonna
make
say,
it
that
and they'll
looked
put it in the blender and make it
way
real,
more
real
than
runny.
half a
Do it
teaspoon.
the way you like. You can do that. Depending de qué rancho vienes, what ranch you're
Like a
from.
tablespoon.
Your style, your grandma,
Not
your
really,
mom's
but, like,
style might be
it's
different
definitely
than
not half
mine.
a teaspoon.
That's okay too. Do it the way you like. I like my salsa just about like this. Here
He
you can add
measures
little
with his
tomato
heart.
paste or
Oh,
little
he's
tomato
making
sauce if you want.
salsa?
In my case, I don't really think I need
Is he
it.
making
Some people
salsa?
like to put consomme in there to bring out extra flavor.
I love
like
salsa,
MSG, I don't have a
dude.
problem
I
with it.
love
Me,
dipping
I kind of want to
chips
taste
and
the natural
dip with
flavor
salsa.
of the foods that I cook.
Especially
That's why you
nachos
very
with that kind of
rarely see using
salsa.
a
Oh,
consomme
I love
for
it.
that
It's so
reason.
good.
Ooh, yeah. You see how this is looking really, really good now? We're going to let that simmer for just a couple of
Bro
more
be a
minutes.
bro
then we're
and
gonna
bro
move
it
on to our
out, bro.
potatoes and then our eggs. I'm going to turn the heat
Ever
down,
since Zentreya
way,
ate
way
the woman,
down.
she
And I'm
can
gonna
no
put the
longer
lid
say
on
women.
here
That's the
'cause I
same,
want
bro.
to keep my moisture in the pan. So I'm going to leave the lid on there for now. We're just kind of letting everything incorporate together, making sure that salt gets dissolved and add that extra flavor to your salsa ranchera. All right, my friend, this salsa should be ready. I'm going to open up the lid. I'm turning off the heat. And let's
You open
see
it
what
and
we
it's
have
fucking
here.
burnt.
Ooh,
He's
look
like,
at
oh,
that beautiful.
it's my specialty. That looks so good though.
It's so funny because it sounds like a crazy fucking dish when in actuality it's literally just salsa on top of over easy eggs.
Really? It's just salsa on top of
That's
eggs?
literally
Really? Oh, that sounds
Bubbly
good though.
deliciousness.
Yeah.
Yumbly in the tumbly.
That reminds me, I've started to finally like catch up with eggs.
It's really good. I'm gonna love this one. And just like
Took a
that,
while.
voila, we have an amazing salsa ranchera. It's beautiful. It's delicious.
Those do taste good
Let's see where we're at here
sometimes.
with this oil.
I think it works better with scrambled
Yeah,
eggs,
I'd say we're
IMO.
Yeah, buddy.
If you
We're just gonna
dip
give
like
them a
the
little
egg in the
toss
ketchup.
back and
Yeah.
forth in this
No,
pan.
that's true.
These are pre-cooked and frozen. Now, normally I
Mm-hmm. That's
like to do
Canadian as
everything
hell.
from
Shut
scratch,
the
but
fuck up!
Today, we're
I'm
doing
sorry,
these the
I'm
quick and easy
Canadian.
way. So in goes the wow.
I'm sorry, my taste is weird.
Potatoes are looking really good. A little bit of bacon grease.
Is it actually a
little bit of
Canadian thing? I
oil.
actually did not know that.
Oh, baby. Our potatoes are looking wonderful. I love the color.
Fuck if
No?
I know.
Developed. I do believe they're ready. I've got a
No,
little paper
it
towel
is.
here to
It's
soak up
not.
some of that
No.
oil. So we're gonna let them drain just.
I'm
a
getting
little bit
mixed
right
messages.
there. It's time to fry some eggs. Drop that one right there. Over on this side.
The egg is bubbling.
Perfect. We want to keep getting a little bit
You
of
gonna
that
put a third
bacon
egg?
grease
Oh,
on
he's
there.
not.
Add that extra
He's
flavor.
not, you know,
Get up under
adventurous.
this
There's
egg
no
and
third egg.
Try to get it
Oh,
flipped over.
he put a lot of oil in there.
I can't get it. There it
Yeah.
is. There it is. There it is. Let's get under this one. I think we're gonna do good today. Let's get these eggs flipped.
When I was making fried eggs for breakfast, I like to put butter instead, and it makes the eggs so much tastier,
go.
but probably
That was
way
a weird
more
flippity
fatter,
flip, but
like not healthy
they
for
did
you.
flip. So good. This thing
I
gets
mean,
done
I
super
guess it's
quick.
also helping it
I'm gonna
not
pull
stick
this
to
one
the
out.
pen
Looks like
though.
it pops just a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be good anyway. All right.
Oh, I
here's
want
number
eggs
2.
now.
There we
Oh.
go. Let's get this dude assembled. We're gonna put some
Butter's
bacon.
good. Yeah, if you just put, like,
right
a
over
little- like,
here.
a
Those
tiny
are
bit of
actually
butter.
As I
really
said
good
earlier, I like
looking
my
eggs.
bacon a little bit smaller.
the fuck,
Generally,
dude?
it's 2 or 3 strips. That might be 3 strips. Maybe. Maybe I like 4 strips.
Oh, he's
Alright,
adventurous.
Okay, I'll put a little bit back for Terry. Now we need a little bit of potatoes.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
Let's put the potatoes in here.
You're gonna steal
And
everything.
we need some frijoles. They're nicely refried. They're not super duper refried. They're just right, the way I like them. There we go. Delicious.
Oh,
dish
those are
here.
good
now for the
looking.
star of the show, what makes this plate Huevos Rancheros is
That reminds
the
me of
salsa
porridge.
ranchera. So let's get that on
looks
our
good,
egg.
though.
I like to pour mine right on top here. I've heard that some people put the salsa on the bottom and some put it on the bottom and on the top. I just like to put it on top and just
And then at the end of the
completely cover
video,
my egg.
well,
And I
this
like to get a
breakfast
little bit
took
on
me
my beef
5
too.
I put
hours to
mines on
make.
the top.
Yeah, buddy. And I
This is a quick, easy breakfast. It
And there
takes
you
5
go.
hours to make.
Huevos Rancheros.
That looks so good. Someone said it looks radioactive. What the fuck?
Is
You
there
should
any
show
Canadian
Haruka
dishes that are kind
tamales.
of like
They are the
exclusive to
best.
Canada?
Ah.
Dun 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 dun.